and they had a bunch of prison dudes. Like, well, might as well put them to work. I mean, I guess, and they will. Well, they just took them, and everybody who got charged, even the smallest crime, would basically got thrown into the barrier, which was a magic shield created over the Valley of Mines, which basically meant you can get in, but you couldn't get out. So it was like the perfect prison. And yeah, but they were basically doomed to mine. But well, since like there was a few guards in there, but nothing to like the strength combined with a bunch of prison dudes who were strong from mining all the time. So basically the miners or prisoners overtook the guards eventually, and basically formed their own alliances. And also all of them were basically focused on getting a way out. The old camp, there were three camps. One was the old camp. The old camp was basically, well, they basically just said, look, we're in this barrier, we're not getting out, let's make the best of our situation. So they basically they had the ore that the king desperately needed, so basically they just said, okay, we got your ore, trade us something good for in exchange. And so they did, and they basically made a well-being out of there. We will see some of them in this game. Then when there was a new camp, each camp has their mages associated with them, mostly. The old camp had the fire mages. And then there was the water mages. The water mages built a new camp. And what their idea was, if we could just mass up so much magical ore, we may be able to blow up the freaking barrier. So what they did, they just gathered all the ore they could and tried to blow it up. That was the incentive of a new game, the new camp. The new camp and the old camp were basically in conflict all the time, but they weren't going into full-on war. But they were just like, well, you shouldn't really be there, or you shouldn't really mess with any of these. And then there was the third camp, was basically a cult. Let's just call it a cult, which basically worship their god. Which there is a religion in this game, the religion of the three gods, but they basically decide to pray to the sleeper, which in the end turned out to be which in the end turned out to be a leader of the demons. So basically they prayed to him for a number of times, and they just prayed, could you get us out of here, great sleeper? And well, eventually he kinda did. But let's not talk about this too much. Let's do, what are the water mages doing now?
What are the water mages doing now?
They're up to something big. It has to do with an unknown region of the island.
An unknown region? Where is it supposed to be?
I can't tell you more. Talk to Vatras in Korinis.
What was that about bandits?
Have you slept through the last few weeks?
Huh?
I'm talking about all the riffraff from the penal colony that are making themselves at home here in the area, plundering and murdering for all they're worth. I guess I'm lucky they didn't kill me. I let down my guard for one moment, and they clubbed me from behind. No idea how I'll get all my stuff back now.
I will talk to him later. First, let's collect all of this shit. You will see why in a minute. Branch.
Nothing to be
collect
had there.
Everything. There is no weight system. Your inventory. Shit. Your inventory is unlimited, so might as well collect everything you can. Oh, this chest. Totally forgot about that. Open the chest. Oh, get a health potion. Again, in Act 1, health potions are really important. I'm gonna save after I got this. Again, this game likes to crash. And especially while recording it, it can crash. There's a scroll route here, leather satchel. In these leather satchels there is always gold. But you kinda gotta open that. This is like the game's way of basically portraying in gold stash.